How's it going, you guys? So really quick, I wanted to make a video talking a little bit about my favorite herbs for anxiety. Now, I personally have not taken herbs for anxiety in years now. As a matter of fact, I haven't had anxiety in a long time. It's been years since I've had a panic attack. But I did suffer from extreme panic disorder for multiple years, from 2012 up until 2014, when I finally developed mind strategies and changed my diet and a variety of other things that I talk about in my other videos. And you should definitely look up my channel name and then look up the name of each of these herbs I'm about to describe in this video, and then search up my channel name and anxiety. That way you can find all of my information on anxiety. I've helped a lot of people, and I myself have been free of panic attacks and free of the effects of anxiety for a very long time. And I don't expect to ever feel, anxious or anything like that pretty much ever again. And by the way, that stuff in the background, that's from my ex-girlfriend who moved out, and I, for some reason, haven't removed it. I don't drink alcohol at all. So, yeah, mindset and nutrition is first. But here are some of the herbs that, some of them have helped me in the long term, and some of them just in a short term. Herbs are extremely powerful. You need to think of them as medicine, and only very few of these herbs I'm about to talk about can be taken every day for a long period of time. So, by far the most powerful herb that I've used so far is red reishi mushroom. This herb is extremely powerful, and you can take it for a long period of time without too many ill side effects. It doesn't make you go to sleep or anything like that. It just gives you calm focus, removes tension, helps you go to sleep, helps regulate sleep patterns. The only downside is it might actually lower your libido a little bit, but that's only if you take it in high amounts for too long of a period of time. Many people report better testosterone and better sexual energy taking this. So maybe people who are also doing NoFap, which I think is a good idea if you watch too much porn, this is probably a really good fundamental herb for someone in that nature. Next herb that I think is extremely important, and this one is fundamental. This one I made a video about when I first started making videos about anxiety and stuff back in like 2013. Magnesium powder, if you get the right kind. This is magnesium carbonate, but I believe it turns into magnesium citrate when you put it into water because it's combined with citric acid. Very powerful. Most people are deficient in magnesium, and this will help to calm tension and relax you beyond anything else. I've kind of gone up and down with different types of magnesium. Ideally, you want to get it from food, from tubers and stuff of that nature, or even red meat actually has a lot of magnesium in it. But if you're suffering from extreme panic attacks and anxiety, this is your best friend. Take it before you go to bed. This will also help with chronic insomnia. And there's many other, just look up my videos on magnesium, because there's a lot to learn about the different types of magnesium and stuff like that. Ashwagandha, I would say definitely help me, but if you take it for too long, many people actually start to experience greater anxiety over the long term. So depending on the person, depending on the type of ashwagandha you take, there's many different types. And depending on your own body constitution, this herb can be powerful, but it can also be kind of iffy. So be very careful about ashwagandha, but maybe try it out. Something else that's been extremely powerful for me, and that's my crazy medicine cabinet. I have a lot of herbs in there. Same thing can be said for, these are only some of my herbs and supplements. I threw away a lot of old herbs and supplements just because I basically became an herb and supplement collector after a while. But I got to cut like 5 more cabinets full. Anyway, cacao. So I think cacao powder, raw cacao, in all of its different forms is very powerful. This is actually a natural source of magnesium, but more importantly, it has compounds like PEA that actually significantly enhance your serotonin and your endorphins, essentially. Makes you feel feelings of ease and love. I actually recently, since I switched to paleo, I'm allowed this before workouts and whatnot. I actually found this like on sale for like $3.99, so couldn't help it. It's raw honey mixed with raw cacao and chia seeds. And not the best thing if you're diabetic or anything like that, but that definitely increases euphoria. So very euphoric, and this is one of the things I was taking on a regular basis around the time when I really started to turn my health and my anxiety around is raw cacao. Let's see, what else? So I have Tribulus. So Tribulus is really awesome. It will increase your libido and also give you kind of like calm, focused energy. But it's mostly taken with men who have low testosterone or low libido type issues. This is good for increasing men's confidence and relaxed vigor, if we'll put it that way. But I wouldn't recommend it for general anxiety. So I have quite a lot of rhodiola. I have another one back there if you can't see already. Rhodiola is another one of those things. Most people report amazing benefits from rhodiola. I think if you take it with caffeine, it can cause negative side effects. I've taken rhodiola on and off, and I can say it actually has been shown to increase endorphins. If you combine it with exercise, oh my God, just euphoria, euphoria, euphoria. Generally taken for long periods of time as a tonic herb, and typically its best effects are realized over the course of several weeks. This was the one I was taking for a while. It's very high potency. It's like a 4-to-1 extract. I'm very meticulous about the type of herbs and the brand of herbs that I get, mostly in regards to potency and the effects, and then also positive reviews I see all over the internet. And of course I have friends that are natural medicine doctors, but it is what it is. So kava is good, particularly before bed if you suffer from insomnia and anxiety. This will really help you get a great deep sleep. The only problem is, like, it will put you to sleep, so it's not just anxiety. You should take this before bed, but there have been like 2 case reports, I think, maybe more, of liver toxicity. And a lot of people claim that that has to do with the brand that the person took, or actually, apparently they took the wrong part of the kava plant that caught, and that was the problem. But if somebody got a properly prepared formula of kava, that might not happen. But yeah, just do your own research on kava. You know, they have this yogi tea kava, but it's not potent enough to really see too big of a benefit. So what else do we have here? Yerba mate, amazing drink. If you're a caffeine drinker, a coffee drinker, stop drinking coffee, stop drinking caffeine, and substitute it with this. Replace it with yerba mate, because you can still get the caffeine and the energy, but this actually has a very good calming effect. And I think if you experience jitters with this, it's due to its blood sugar lowering effect, so you might want to take it with honey. And of course I have multiple forms of yerba mate. This is a good one too if you like tea bags. And then you have chamomile. But oh shit, overall, I think that there's holy basil. That's another one I actually use in high amounts for a long time, but that tends to make you kind of, I don't know, I feel like I lost my male vigor and made me feel kind of more sympathetic after a while, and I didn't like that. But holy basil is really great for numbing anxiety. So there's a lot of different herbs you can take. I think if you have a good diet and your minerals are on check, supplement with magnesium for a while and you'll know what I mean. You know, maybe take a cod liver oil supplement or vitamin D. Omega-3s are good. Particularly EPA, you'll notice a mood boosting effect. Not necessarily just DHA, but higher EPA. But overall, you need to be making sure that you've got the basic mindset that is required for destroying anxiety. I talk about that in my videos, search it up. I made one a couple weeks ago about it. Because once you got the mindset down, you don't really need supplements. But if your nutrition if you have food intolerances to brown rice like I did and other whole grains, then you'll experience brain fog and anxiety on a regular basis. So remove that. You won't even be able to breathe because of the food intolerances. So check out my videos on that. Leave your questions, comments down below. Hope this helped.